A grand jury convened by a private citizen to investigate her rape accusation against a former classmate has declined to press new charges in the case. Madison Smith is now 23 years old. She was a freshman at Bethany College in Kansas when she reported her assault in February of 2018. Smith said an incident that started as consensual sex turned violent. She said that the man she was with began to slap and strangle her. Smith said she wanted him to stop but couldn't speak and feared she would die. The man eventually pleaded guilty to aggravated battery. He got 2 years probation, but the local prosecutor refused to charge him with a sex crime. So Smith took matters into her own hands and used an obscure 134-year-old state law to summon her own grand jury. She testified to the jurors last month, and last week, Madison Smith heard their decision. She joins us now. Madison, welcome back. How are you doing after hearing the outcome from the grand jury?
It was very hard to process that information just because we went into the grand jury very hopeful that something was going to change, that we were going to start making a change in what rape culture is. And hearing that it wasn't successful was very difficult to understand and process that.
I want to warn our viewers that we're about to show a photograph of your injuries. This photograph has not been previously shown publicly. Madison, this photo, which we're going to put up right now, was taken right after you told your parents about the assault. The grand jury saw this picture of your injuries, and yet they refused to bring up any new charges. What do you know about how the proceedings went, who testified, and what other evidence besides this photo was presented?
So that's the thing about grand juries is that it's very, very secretive. And I don't think that that's anything any of us really knew when we first decided to convene this grand jury. And so the only people that we know testified for 100% sure are myself and my mom. Um, but we know that photo was shown to the grand jurors, but we don't know what all information was shown to them outside of both my mom and I's interviews with the grand jury.
I remember when we spoke before how empowered you felt by your ability to do something in your case. Now that you've gotten this decision from the grand jury to decline to move forward, is there anything that you want to say to them?
I'm still thankful for all of the support from absolute strangers. It means a lot, more than I can ever explain. And I'm still pretty disappointed that the grand jury process didn't end the way we had hoped. But I'm still very proud of myself and my family and my whole support team that we did get our day in court, even though it didn't go the way we wanted. Because from the time we heard that charges weren't going to be filed previous to him being charged with the aggravated battery, we thought we were done. We didn't have another avenue, and then we made our own avenue. And it's still very powerful that we did that and we got to go through with the grand jury. So I still do feel very empowered, but still a little defeated that it didn't go the way we'd hoped.
And certainly we know from what we heard from our viewers from the last time you were on that others felt empowered because of your actions and your refusal to just allow them to decline to prosecute without you having your say. Sexual violence on college campuses is pervasive. Unfortunately, your story is not singular. Women ages 18 to 24 in college are at 3 times the risk of sexual violence compared to all women, and only 20% of those women in that age group actually report their assaults to law enforcement. Given what you have been through in all these different ways, what do you think needs to be done on college campuses to address this problem?
I think the best thing that college campuses can do is take it seriously. Don't look at it as what a lot of people view it as, oh, she said this, but he said this, or vice versa, or whoever's involved. but to really take it seriously and do the investigation and decide what needs to happen based on that evidence and make sure you're doing it without being biased towards either party. Just making sure that everybody is heard the way they should be.
So, Madison, the man who attacked you, though he didn't face sexual assault charges, did plead guilty to those battery charges. Um, is this where your case ends and your continued activism persists? Are there other pathways in the legal system that you intend to take or even have open to you?
So we are looking at some possibilities to take this a little bit further in the legal system, still have decisions yet to be made. But as far as activism, that part will never end. It's an ongoing battle that it needs to change. The rape culture is insane and it's disgusting and it needs to stop and survivors need to be believed and supported.
Madison, this has been a very personal story. I want to thank you for sharing it with all of us and coming back on. Madison Smith, thank you.
Thank you.